Hi, Brianna.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good.
Very good. Today, do you know why we're meeting?
The reading assignment?
Yes. What I'm going to be doing with you this afternoon, I am going to go over the test that we did, and remember, you know that we're working on these standards, and I gave you this test, and this test was about water wind tunnels, and you had like a few questions on that one, and then the discontinued rock, and the last one was the unfortunate fireflies. So, based on what you have done, I want to give you a little feedback on how you did and see how we can fix whatever mistakes or misunderstanding that you had concerning these questions. So the first thing that I'm going to show you, I think based on the first four questions, you did great. I like that. Very nice. Okay, so let me just point out what standard I tested. I did RI 5.2, and I did RI 5.1, and you did great on those too. Good job. Um, RI 5.8. Yay, very good, very nice. And also, this one, this open-ended, you did very well on that one too. But I have those papers that I corrected and I read. Beautiful, loved it, really loved it. However, I'm a little bit concerned because for this one, you got it wrong, which is RI 5.3. So we are going to work on that one to fix it. We're going to see where you went wrong, what did
Goodbye,
what
Anthony, for dismissal. Goodbye, Anthony, for dismissal.
what misunderstandings you had and how we can go about fixing it. So let's look at the question. Let's look at the standard first. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to use these materials, and we're going to look at the standard, and we're going to break it down, and then we're going to practice questions, and then we're going to go back and take the test to see how well you've improved. So this says, so just to look at this standard, RI 5.3, it says explain the relationships or interactions between two or more individuals. Explain the relationship. So we're going to look at the relationship between two individuals. We're either going to, okay, let me ask you one question. What do you understand from the standard? Explain the relationships or interactions between two or more individuals, events, ideas, or concepts in a historical or in a scientific or technical text based on specific information in the text. So, what do you understand that to mean?
And like the reason I didn't get the answer right is because I didn't understand
The
the question.
whole, so probably if I break down the standard for you and let you understand what I'm asking you for, it is going to be so much easier. So let's look at it. Explain the relationships. What do you think that means? Explain the relationship between two characters. Did you have any thoughts like going over in your mind? Like I don't understand it because I don't know what this means. Do you understand what it means? Like explain the relationships. Okay, so when we look at, so we're going to look at the words between two or more individuals. Relationship between two or more individuals. So what do you think we're going to do with those two individuals? We're looking at the relationship between them. So what is it? What does it mean, relationship? What do you think that means? Relationship. How two people do what?
Communicate?
Communicate. So when we look at two people communicating, or if we look at two events, or we look at two different ideas, what do we most likely do as we look at those two? What do we do with them? When we look at two people, what do we do with the two people when we look at them? We do what? How they're
like
alike and how they're
different,
different. So what, in other words, what are we doing?
finding the difference and
So what do we call that?
concept.
We're finding
like
the differences and we're finding the similarities. So therefore we're going to compare and contrast these two. So the standard says explain the relationships or the interactions between the two individuals or events. So based on what you've done so far on your test, I'm going to break it down for you and we're going to do some lessons. There's covered a few lessons that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about comparing and contrasting characters in drama or in a text, or characters in historical. We're going to use either scientific text or um, historical text by looking at specific information in the text. And then we will come to a decision about, how well you're doing on this, or your improvement, how well you have improved. All right. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to working with you, Brianna, because it's a pleasure just seeing how you work hard in class and um, and seeing how much you have improved. Beautiful. So good job, Brie.